Problem is, you have people on the extreme left, James May, people on the extreme right, Richard Hammond, and it's always the liberal, sensible people in the middle, like me, who cop for it.
I need to get this going as quick as possible. You lot out of the way!
He's not going to do it.
Oh, look. I need a tow. Tows.
Try!
It won't do it. It's only got 104 horsepower. Get the truck. Get your 4x4, please, and tow me the first 20 yards. That's what you've got it for. Get it in front.
He's really shouting at me. I don't respond well to shouting. I like calmness.
Can you help?
Yep.
What's the matter?
I want a tow. You've got a 4x4. Put it there. Just tow me a bit. I helped you nick the ice-making machine. Do something in return.
You wet yourself.
You're still not doing it.
And then... James, have you broken down?
Yes.
It's a very thoughtful place to break down, this.
Why is that?
Well, because, look, there's a little path that Hammond and I can go round, so...
Off you go. Leave it. Don't touch it. Leave it.
Trying to help.
Don't try and help. Go away.
Everybody's getting a bit bad-tempered. Might be because it's so hot. Could be that.
He's not very keen on us helping, is he? Sorry.
I will
didn't see the bumper.
Because I have my head right next to the thing. Go on. Go.
It'll all be fine. If we spot a Jaguar, everything will be okay.
Right.
Go.
Oh, now we're in trouble. Hammond! You moron!
I didn't know you were there!
Hammond! What the hell are you doing?
I was stuck! I didn't know you were behind me!
Use your mirrors! You totally smashed the front of my car up.
That really got out of hand all of a sudden. 1 minute, going along, everything's fine. Next minute, one of your mates is throwing rocks at the other one.
Things were rather less calm.
13, right. 13s are there.
It doesn't matter
It
if
does
it says
matter.
It doesn't.
It's people's lunches.
All we have to do is get them to the other end. It
In the right
matter.
order.
No, James, please just bung
Listen,
them in.
Don't bung them in, because otherwise we'd just be having a race with the train, which we could do anyway. The point is to beat the train and make it work. You go and bung yours in.
No.
Stop interfering with mine. I'm not interested in your view on this. Go and do yours. Get the right load. Think how fussy you are about those
There's
things.
a train, just load up! It's going!
Man, I've lost count now.
Now, it's the stupidest time.
Why don't you go and wash the cars? That would be really useful.
I've washed them.
You haven't. I can see from here that it's still dirty and it still says penis on the bonnet. Go and do it properly.
I squirted them with water.
That's not good enough. We're using Madras curry powder from the Midlands. Sprinkle that on.
It's salad cream and curry powder is what it is.
Pretty much, yeah, but it's got sultan.
Oh.
Go and wash the cars.
Sorry.
Go and wash the cars.
Now they're having a water fight. Gentlemen.
Well, as it turns out, very, because all you did all day was shout at Jeremy.
And all I wanted to do all day was stick a screwdriver in the side of his head.
You wouldn't look at the diagram, that was the problem.
No, you spent 8 hours filing everything away and caressing every single bolt before you put it on the car.
But the fact is, you would have put every single piece on upside down because you won't listen.
Stop arguing. Can we just look at the film?
Be ready to stop as soon as I say.
James, look at the map behind you.
Yeah, I know, Jeremy. What do you suggest? Should we just lie it on the top?
Can we not bicker now?
Predictably, though, James was being too anal to notice. That's all he's done all morning. He files. He takes stuff out and then puts it back and files it where it's supposed to be. James!
What?
Stop filing!
I'm looking for the sodding socket thing that you need to take that out. Do you know where it is? Do you know where it is?
No.
Do you know what it looks like?
Yes.
No, you don't. None of this detracts from the fact, and I can read it in your face, that you've been an idiot and you have ruined the whole event.
By the way, thanks for asking. I'm fine.
We don't care.
No, it's not.
As the exhibition was due to open the following morning, we agreed to stop bickering and get to work. James and I were arguing about where the art car should go.
So what, you want to position it to draw people's attention to the bit you crashed?
Well, yes.
No, disagree. Okay, it needs to be.
Leave it like that. Please go and get on with your next job. I'm very happy. Leave it there. James had to be reminded that we were against the clock.
Isn't
it? But you've spent like half an hour.
But if the screws are not in the right lengths in the wrong holes, you get end up at the end of the shed with the wrong screw left over and it won't be long enough. And then you have to dismantle the whole thing again.
shed!
I'm building the shed.
You're not
This is
building
part
the
of
shed,
building
you're
the shed.
naming your tools. Is this your tape measure?
Might be.
James didn't take the news well.
Look what you've done to my bloody shed, man!
I had this bomb, and that'll buff out.
What time is this programme on? Is it 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Is it 10 o'clock on BBC Two?
Yes.
Are we beyond the watershed?
Yes.
You're a fuck...
Again, James was very angry with me.
I think you've got something to say to me, haven't you?
I'm surprised how heavy rugby posts are.
Something along the lines of, I'm sorry, James, I am a fully rigged, rate A1, ocean-going
Sir Steve
pillar.
Redgrave will be here in half an hour.
The news caused a bit of a row.
Sometimes, James, you have to move fast, and that was an occasion.
Sometimes, Jeremy, you have to move slowly. For example, going over the soft snow where we've been told time and again there are huge lumps of immobile ice, which is exactly what's caused that.
Can you just put it in? Just please, James.
I'm so unspeakably
Be quick
outraged
for
with
once.
you. You're not even doing this intelligently. You have to push it through until it goes in the other end.
James, I'm dying
You
here.
cannot
I am
build
dying.
a tent by shouting.
Yes, I didn't see the bumper.
Because I have my head right next to the thing. Go on. Go.
We'll all be fine if we spot a Jaguar. Everything will be okay.
Right.
Go.
I don't mind you taking a bit of my bonnet. That's fair. I do mind you doing such an appalling bloody job of it, you ham-fisted oaf.
Honestly, I could do a better job than that with the end of a bulldozer.
Well, I couldn't find any tools.
The back of the car is full of bloody tools. The biggest tool in this operation was you.
A pair of tin snips looks like a pair of robust scissors, and their
Function is obvious. They are obviously not a hammer.
This could go on.
Obviously not a screwdriver. They are obviously not a spanner. They are obviously designed.
There we go, that's got rid of him.
That's worth having, isn't it?
What is it?
Scrapey, brushy.
You think it's a brush?
Well, OK, saw the brush off. I can't buy just one end, can I? Well,
There you go. See, there's just one end.
yeah, but you might as well have a brush as well.
No, you don't need a brush.
Clarkson!
I've never, ever encountered a light like that on the front of a car.
Seriously, very funny, but could you turn the big light off?
Only when you speed up.
Turn the light off!
What?
Could you just take a quick picture and then show it to me? It's easier.
Oh, no, my phone's flat. Hop out. We'll help you.
Even at the best of times, that's an idiotic expression. Nobody hops out of a car.
Jump out.
Nobody jumps out of a car. Nobody hovers. Nobody leaps out.
He's quite grumpy.
Nobody pops the...
Back pain does that to people.
It does.
It puts them in a bad mood.
It does.
So, water is just...
No, don't
water.
do...
Oh, God. What do you... I don't particularly want to see you, just to be absolutely clear.
Why?
Well, I got here at 4 a.m, wet, with consumption, smelling like a damp dog, tried to sleep in the car, and what did I hear?
No idea.
Snoring.
Your car snoring. That bloody generator thing, it's like someone's snoring but without the pauses in the
The
breath.
generator is necessary to keep my fish fresh. Where's your water gone?
On my head. Anyway, we've got to make more water. This is water. I was just about to explain that is normal water, which we're all familiar with. You drink it. Seawater is salty. We all know that as well.
I know,
It's
I brought
not-
you some salt.
It's not that sort of salt. That doesn't
It is.
work. No, it isn't. That's
It's salt.
table salt. Exactly. Sea salt has extra minerals in that doesn't. That's been refined. This is sea salt. So we have to work out, I'll show you, normal water, needle at the bottom. Okay, we have to mix enough salt to put the needle on there, right at the top of the scale.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know that's 25 litres.
Well, hold on, no, if you're doing 25 litres at a time...
I'm doing 25 litres to work out how much salt to put in.
We're going
Work
to be
out the
here all
proportion.
morning.
No, we're not.
We are, because you've got to fill your entire tank
So
up.
what do you think I should do?
Why are you so angry with me? I've come to help.
You haven't come to help.
I haven't,
could have
Vic.
almost done it by now.
brought
You're
you-
just standing there being fatuous and bringing a thing of salt from a seaside cafe from the 1950s in Morecambe. Bugger off. Please,
Good, get on with it.
go away.
You bastards! I hate you! Both of you! You utter bastards!
Listen, I am prepared to tow your boot full of water. That's important. I'm not going to tow a dead engine that's full of water as well. That's just a waste of fuel.
Rubbish, it wasn't dead. I could have mended that once we dragged it out. It's just ignition. I've done it 5 times already. You complete moron.
I hope you get Bill Hart's here of the ball sack.
Right, that's it. He's asked for it.
Funny, very funny.
That's interesting, which
James-
is minus is a plus, which is a
James,
minus.
this is very riveting, but it's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
It is irrelevant. It's like saying, Jeremy, you lost to Manchester United yesterday. I wasn't there, and I wasn't taking part.
You are taking part in this.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Just
we-
because you can't be bothered and you've done it wrong, you're losing. Catch up here. You've got fires extinguished, water capacity. You can still claw it back for the total. But at the moment, mate, you're losing.
Sorry, I was
perfect straight with you
watching
about
the
this. You're now going to get macheted to death.
I was watching
I
the
don't
taxi.
care. I did warn you. Did I or did I not warn you?
James is killing Jeremy. Then things are going well.
I just don't like it.
Well, how is that relevant? I'm talking about it and I
don't
like it.
I
So
wish-
you're wrong.
I wanted
You're
to
irre-
like it, but I don't.
You're redundant.
I didn't like. I really wanted to like it. I've been 10 years looking forward to it. I wanted to like it. I got in it. I didn't like
But
it.
it doesn't matter because I do.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, ready?
That's brilliant, actually. I have to concede that, because what I've always found really difficult is this.
Because the
car to
Alpha's
drive.
slightly slower, you think it must be
It's
terrible
not
to
slightly
drive.
slower,
It's a little
James.
bit slower in the real world, but in terms of being of the way it feels to drive it, the balance, the feel of the steering, the ride, the little niggles you get, it hasn't got
How
a
far
ruddy
can I
golf
hit his
putter
head?
up its fundament like yours have. That's just childish and doesn't solve the argument.